back for another episode of the Free Payments Ladies podcast show.
Woo woo!
A little bit delayed there, but okay.
Well, it's her fault because I got my practice going on.
Hold on a minute, it wasn't my fault. It was your fault. Actually, I was there on time. You missed the beat, man.
I missed the beat. I missed the beat. Are you?
You missed the beat. You missed the beat. You missed the beat. I'm so sorry. Listeners, tell us she missed the beat. Sorry.
Well, you got to be together then. Anyway.
No. Don't try it.
Yeah. Now they're trying to turn on me. Okay, so
you got the easy part.
That's true. All right, guys, let's just jump straight into it. So we've got some relationship questions. Snoop, fire away with the first one.
Right. So I want to know you guys' opinion on a matter that arose with me at work. Ooh. What do you guys feel about couples, whether married or long-term relationship? What do you feel about one spouse having a sex toy in the relationship?
Okay. When you say a sex toy,
so like a vibrator, something of pleasure.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Would you feel hurt if your spouse or your other, your partner, whatever, had one?
No.
Would you feel sensitive having one and feel, it might send certain mixed signals or whatever? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
What is your view on that? Have you ever owned one? Do you know what I mean? If you want to disclose.
I'm happy to disclose. Yes, I do.
Oh, gosh.
I do. I have one or two. Nothing major.
Lord.
Average.
3 or 4. 3 or 4. Go on.
It's just your average vibrator, and I don't use it all the time. If I'm being honest with you, I use it very seldom. And honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But if my partner's got a problem with it, well, then you're not doing a good job, are you? Do you know what I mean? You need to be doing what you're doing. So I don't even have time. I can't even compare what that toy is to you. That's me. If you're feeling sensitive, that's your problem to do something about it. That's not my problem, because when you're away or when you're not around, so what should I do? Do you know what I mean? Like, what kind? I have a little fun? So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think it's disrespectful. I don't think, at the end of the day, we all have our creature comforts. One of them. Sorry. And I don't think, like if my partner had, a toy, I'm like, good on you. Now, can I get
if you came home and there was a sex doll in your house? Little Betty Brick Jane in the corner. What are you gonna do? Walk through the corridor? Go, yeah, Betty.
Can I be honest with you? I would put one of my wigs on her. I would dress her up like me.
I was about to say, it had to look like you.
Yeah.
It had to look like you.
Okay. Great. And so is Betty allowed to come in, threesome, come in as well?
Betty, that bitch has her own time. And I have my time. Don't encroach on my time, bitch.
Oh my God.
Imagine, like, you're in bed, the three of you, and he's paying more attention to Betty than he's paying to you. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Can I be honest with you? I'd roll over and go to sleep. Sorry.
Can
I be honest with you? I'm not gonna lie to you. If I saw those two getting on, I'd be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to step. Sorry. I'd leave them to get on it. If he wants to start arguing with me, I'd be like, go argue with your bitch in the other room. Don't bring that to me. It was not me, it was Betty.
I can't. I really can't.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I could. I think I would be disturbed if I like, it's different just having a toy. Like a doll. I'll be like, what's
going on here?
I'll be a little bit like, well, that's a bit. Especially if he starts. Do you know when you see those people like talking to the dolls and actually treating it like it's a real? I'll be like, you need some help. Do you know? I'd be like trying to press the red button under the table. Like maybe he needs some kind of psychiatric I'd be more disturbed.
But majority, I mean, I have not done my research or anything, but I think majority of the people who actually have them are antisocial or people who struggle with people, with human beings. So therefore, they prefer this. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing.
So back, basically.
Basically, yeah. So the idea that you probably have a partner who has one will probably be like quite a low percentage. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe it'll be in his house, you don't know about it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. What do you think, Nick? What you saying?
I just think all work and no play in it, so bring the toys in.
Yes, Nick, yes.
Like, it's not that deep. It's a toy. It's made for a purpose. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So let's just get with the times. I don't think it's offensive. I don't think you should be sensitive unless it hurts. Listen, let me go there. So anyway, do your own thing, innit?
Okay.
What do you think?
What do I think? I don't know, because I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be real. Like, if my partner had one, I will feel like, what is that giving you that I'm not? That's my head. Do you know what I mean? Like, am I not doing it enough? Am I not pleasing enough? Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. And I feel like I'll be one of those who would read it in that way. Do you know what I mean? I guess if we're playing with it together, that's a different thing. But I'm talking about, this is your pleasure time. This is your, do you understand what I mean? Kind of thing. It'll make me think, are you doing that because I'm not satisfying, or because you don't want to nag me? But have I complained? Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know. So I think I'll be a bit more. Yeah. I'll be a bit more deep thought in that. Like, what's going on here? Yeah.
If they're just using the toy solely, like, and you two are still not interacting, then obviously I think it's, you're going to question a lot of different things. But if it's just a normal thing as part of what else you guys do on a regular or whatever, then I'm just like, but I know what you mean. Like,
I guess some people use it as a form of like release. Do you know what I mean? Not necessarily, I don't want to be with anyone, I just need a release, so I'm going to use this. Or, with women, I've read that, a lot of them don't get to the point of that sexual pleasure before their partner is like, he's done, and then she's left wanting more. So therefore, we see it in the films, therefore she whips out her little toy and she does the business until she is satisfied and then falls asleep too. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. So again, that sends a message that he's not doing enough. Do you understand what I mean? He failed in some parts. So I'm thinking, would the opposite read it that way? I
just think the thing is, I also think, again, guys, we've got noise in the background. I've got my window open, so my neighbors, everybody, people can hear things. So sorry, that's just how it is. Okay, I'm hot. Anyway, but the thing is, it's the same way like when guys do their business with their hand jobs. Doesn't matter. No matter how much sex they're getting. I know guys, they do that every single morning or every single day. Like, and they're like, it's nothing on you. It's just what I've always done.
What I do,
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I don't take that to. If that's what you want to do, great. It saves me having to do it for you. So good, enjoy. You know what I mean? Don't get any of your mess. Make sure you tidy it up. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, please tidy it up. Please.
That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. My mum's coming over. Just make sure that everything tidy. And
use the air freshener, please. Thank you.
That's it. So okay. Question 2.
Question number 2. Sorry, guys, had to get rid of someone. Question number 2. What would your your advice be for getting rid of somebody who is clingy?
Oh.
In the sense that you're in a relationship with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You seem to be there all 24/7. Do you understand what I mean? Like, they don't have their own little friendship network or whatever. You seem to be the end or the be all. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing.
No, mate.
But at the same time, it's making you really like feel like
maybe the ick.
I like you, but this is enough to make me want to leave you. Do you know what I mean? What would you think would be a best approach to speaking to that person? And bear in mind, that person is a female. So how would you guys, if you were that female, like to be told.
Oh, so it's the guy who's basically saying that the female's too clingy. Oh, no. You need to go out. Sorry. She needs to join some friendship groups.
Yeah.
You need to go to Eventbrite and look for events that are for her interest. You could take her, or you could just lead her there. She needs to go to the gym. She needs to go to work and start mix up with people. You need to have some mixers, get some people over, some girls for her.
Yeah, but not everybody's built like that though.
No, I'm giving you advice.
Because even half the things
like
you listed, I'm like, I don't do that. I don't find myself to be. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so it's about coming out of your comfort zone, isn't it? Really. Yeah. So it's encouraging her to come out of her comfort zone. Yeah. And like, if anything, at first you guys could be gym buddies, and you go like, "Oh, right, sweetie, why don't you go to the spa for a little bit? Oh, why don't you go to the squash club or lesson? Or why don't you go and do like
But again, that's time with you.
At first, you're leaving her off you. You're kind of because she's not going to want to go by herself straight off the bat if she's nothing like that, and she's clinging with you. So you're gonna have to go with her. Also, you're gonna have to delve into her friends, not so much her friendship groups, but has she got siblings? Has she got any cousins? Start speaking to the family in a like not an obvious way, but like, you know, she's got a sister. Oh, why don't you sister go cinema? Or why don't you your sister and me go cinema and someone else? Do you understand? You have to kind of lead it and be that kind of push.
That's a lot of work.
Gentle push. Well, it's either that or you dump her.
No, I get. I was just saying that I would just feel like, boy, that's me doing a lot of job just to get you away from me. Do you get what I mean?
I mean, I agree a little bit with Nick, as in introduce that the first conversation would be, you know, babe, I'm spending a lot of time with my friends. I think it might be a good idea if you try to make some friends of your own. Like, if there's things you're interested in, why don't you go on meetups and find other like-minded people who are, you know, like, so, okay, you like painting, there's a painting club. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would start with maybe things like that. Now, if she ain't taking the hint, I'll be like, it's over. And I'll be like, I tried. Now, I'm sorry, I have to go pure Matt style from Love Island. Like, we're done. Listen, now, you know, I try to be nice. You know, in all honesty, I would say, look, this is becoming like you know, you're becoming so dependent and reliant and clingy to me. It's not attractive, babe. You know, you should have your own things going on so that we can come together at the end of the day and talk about, you know, you have that, you know, opportunity to talk about something else other than what we're doing together. If we're together all the time, like, we need some, you know, there are going to be times, no matter, regardless of what you think or want, where we're not going to be together. How are you going to handle that?
Here's a line. Okay. I want you to go and find friends so that I can miss you. I want to be able to miss you.
Okay. Okay.
Hello. Pen and paper, people. Pen and paper.
I like that, Nick. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? But then trust me, the girl will come back with something else. But I don't want you to miss me.
I want to miss you. And I don't want it to be forever. Just temporary. So
no, you're right.
Because we all know what they say. Like, men like you to be around, but not in their face around. They like to know that you're there, but not directly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sort of thing. And I just feel like, yes, even for women, we have to be honest. Like, as much as we're the hardcore lovers and the affectionate one and the touchy-feely ones, there are sometimes people be just getting on your nerves. Do you know what I mean? Just here we go, breathing. Oh my God, his big footstep. Can he walk quiet? Do you know what I mean? Little things like that, you know, get on you, and you just want your breathing space. I think it's natural for a human. Do you know what I mean? But I think when it becomes sad, when you feel like without you, this person will be so lonely.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? This person really has nothing really for themselves. Yeah, go to work. Yeah, you know, might, you know, pop out, go gym, but really that social network is really not there. So so then you just feel like, oh, this is a lot.
It's a very dangerous game to do that. I mean, I've known people who have been very codependent to the point where they've lost all their friends because they wanted to be together all the time. And then when they broke up, then what happened? They had nobody. It's not even like they had someone to call and say, oh my God, we're not together. They didn't have anyone, you know, and that would be my absolute nightmare. I can't put so much into somebody that I have nothing left for me. You know,
that's right.
You know, and I think, like I said, I just think it's a very dangerous game, and I think it's a very unattractive quality Like, you know, you want to learn more things about your partner. You want to, you know, you want to have, again, different things to say to them. If you're with them all the time, I mean, eventually the conversation, I mean, where does it go? You've got no other experiences. What's the point of going, oh, babe, my day. Oh, yeah, you were here the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just drives.
I think even those strong relationships where you can tell that they do everything together, I think even they must have little breaks. I can't imagine that you guys are like 24/7 together. Do you understand? I mean, I think even they, you know, we love to hike, we love to do this, we love to, you know, we're so insane. I think even they must have breaks from each other. Do you know what I mean? Or must have. When I say breaks, I mean like you must have other friends in which you do stuff with as well. Do you know what I mean? And then like even if it's just 20%. But anyway, thank you, ladies.
No welcome. I got one relationship question to ask. So me and one of my friends were discussing this. Is it normal? So like, let's just say a guy breaks up with a girl, let's say. And let's say we've got two girls in the same situation, a guy breaks up with them. One girl cries, the other girl does not cry. Do you see a problem with any of those scenarios?
Hold on, so there's two different couples you're talking about, yeah?
Two different couples, but the same scenario. The guy dumps the girl. Let's just say he dumps the girl abruptly. Both girls dumps them abruptly. One of the girls doesn't cry, gets on with her life, okay? The other girl is crying. She's getting on with her life, but every other moment where she spends time on her own or thinks about it, she cries. What do you guys think?
Well, I think the first girl's the smartest girl, like to just get on with it, because like, why cry over something that ain't there no more? Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing like that. But then I'm thinking, for me to cry, I must be crying over the time I wasted and invested into this motherfucker.
Wow.
So that's all I'm thinking. Like, why? Okay, what would make her cry? And I'm thinking, yeah, that's what would make me cry. Because, like I said, I'll bounce like the first girl. Like, okay, all right, so it's over. Yeah, you sure? Okay, cool. Bye. that's me, basically. Do you know what I mean? But again, I think when you break up with someone and your reactions in response to them depends on the length of time you spent there. Do you know what I mean? How long is that relationship? How much have you put into that relationship? Do you know what I mean? I mean, this is a very, very it's very open to, do you know what I mean? Like, because I'm thinking, was there an affair? Did someone do something wrong? You know, do you get what I'm saying? Kind of thing like that. So for me personally, even if it's like a 5-year relationship, I think I'll be able to walk away and go, okay, it is what it is. Do you understand what I mean? Both of us must have been smelling that this is not going right anyway before someone actually says, you know, let's pull the plug. Do you understand what I mean? You know, you can't really be blindsided too much, you know, sort of thing. And so yeah, I think if it's something like that, I think I'll be okay. Like, okay, fine, you'll be upset, but I don't think I'll cry. That's my answer to that.
Your new nickname is now Savage.
Isn't it?
Snoop, sorry, Nick, go for it. What do you think?
Snoop is Savage. I think, very similar to what Snoop said. It depends on, I guess, how long you've been together or how much you care for the person. But very similar in terms of, like, I don't know, like crying obviously is an emotional reaction for a number of different reasons. And I believe some people are also natural criers. There's a lot of things that some people just cry over that other people just will never cry over. So you have to bear that in mind. If that woman, that girl is already an emotional person, do you understand? You could tell her in any way, shape or form, she can even see it coming and she's still going to cry over whatever reason. Whereas the other one's probably just like, again, this is a relationship. Like, as much as I really loved him, or, you know, I was in love with him or whatever, he could have been my husband or whatever. At the end of the day, my life still goes on, you know, and, you know, crying doesn't change anything at the same time. So I feel like they're just both their own people, really and truly. Some people see it as, you know, I've wasted time, or I wasn't ready for that breakup, or, you know, I still really like that person, or it's just embarrassing, you know, like, oh my God, I got dumped. So that also can make someone cry, I got dumped. But also at the same time, some people are just like, relationships are relationships and they're always going to end. So I'm going to enjoy it for what I can enjoy it and move on. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I agree. I think I'm probably in the middle, like, because I feel like, just saying, I think you're completely right, Nick, in terms of some people are just emotional people. You know, like when I was discussing with my friend was like, oh, I'll be crying all the time. But I know that that friend of mine is a very emotional person. You know, normal for her to cry. You know, but I just feel, and I'm just only going to talk about me personally. Me personally, I have a tendency not to cry. You know, even if I'm hurt, I have a tendency not to cry. But I feel like sometimes it's not the best thing, because when I do cry about something, it's gone. Like I feel like the crying is like a release. You would never get me to cry or to feel like as hurt once the crying is over. Once the crying's over, I'm like, okay, wipe the tears. Okay, boom, what's next? You know. Whereas I feel like when I don't cry, I'm getting on with things, but deep down, like,
you're not really yourself. Yeah,
like deep down, something could be brewing. No, it's not all the time, but sometimes something could be brewing. So there's times I just feel like, let me just cry, and then I know I'm done with it, you know. But I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm okay, and then deep down I'm like, ooh, maybe I'm not okay, or maybe I'm not okay, I'm not okay. You know? So I don't know. I just think, again, it does depend on the person, on the relationship, and, you know, I guess maybe if you saw signs or if something had happened before or whatever. But me and my friend were discussing this, and she was just like, no, any breakup. I'm like, I don't know why.
You need to check yourself. No, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. I mean, it could be any or riffraff. Are you gonna cry over him too? You know, do you know what I mean? Kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Because you know you spent your time with that person. So
well, you need to check yourself. I'm sorry. You spend your time with a riffraff and then you start crying over him after.
I will send this recording to her. And if she sees you and she blanks you or she shades you, you know why? Okay?
She'll have more to cry about. That's the thing.
Savage is here.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's quickly move on.
Yeah.
We have loads of time. Let's quickly move on. So we were saying about, someone was saying about, is it WizKid?
Yeah.
Yes. So WizKid has a concert on O2 and it sold out within 20 seconds?
12 minutes.
12 minutes. Wow. Right. Yeah, it sold out in no time. So people were really upset. Really, really, really upset about it. So it's rumored that he's actually put an extra date into the lineups, into the show. So again,
that's good.
How many people are going to get that? If so many people were really upset, how many people this will go in 6 minutes? Then you know, and, yeah.
Don't be ready. Don't put those hurt feelings away. You're going to still need it. Okay? So
you get it next time. But yeah, so wow, well done to him.
Yeah,
well done to
definitely.
Him, you know?
That is actually really amazing for him.
African artists, Nigerian artists like that. Well done for him. Because I think that was equal to Beyonce, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So you can imagine he's doing really well, and I'll be one of the ones who would love to go see him. To be honest, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest,
but I'm not that crazy.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think it's because it's WizKid. I think because people are like, well, it's we can book tickets again. Like, people will, no disrespect to him, no disrespect. People will book anything just to get out and be at a concert. I'm just saying. So I mean, I'm happy for him, but
I think he's done well in all his previous concerts as well. But this just takes the biscuit. Yeah.
Sorry, WizKid, I'm just hating on you. Don't worry.
Would you guys go to a concert though? Like, because I was thinking about it. I'm not a concert person anymore. Because just before the pandemic, I hate waiting too long for the opening acts to come on.
Yeah.
Who I always think more or less they're always brilliant, more or less.
Yeah.
And then when the artist does come on, eventually, like, I just don't like too much pushing. I'm probably being a snob right now, or whatever you want to call it, but I just don't like the heaving of the bodies too much. So I just don't like the concert anymore. I just don't. But the only person I will see in concert is Sean Jackson. That is it. Anybody else?
You're legend.
Live on TV.
Yeah.
That's the only one I'm risking my life for, to go and jump on top of people or be next to sweaty people or have drink on my shoes and people smoking.
Is that even when she's in her 70s and can barely move in the show?
Yep,
100%.
Okay, 100%.
Cool. Devotion, right?
Yep.
Snoop,
Would you guys still go to a concert? Huh?
Snoop. Well, I want to know what Snoop thinks. Snoop, what do you think?
In this day and age where I can watch everything in the comfort of my own house.
You mad? Say that. I knew.
Oh, you mad. Then what is there? Rewind. If I want to hear it again, I rewind and replay. You know what I mean? If I want to go take a leak, I'm not wasting money. Pause, go take a leak, come back, you know. No.
You guys know I'm the one. I've actually gone to a few concerts in this, in this century. I've gone to see. I went to see Backstreet Boys. The last concert I went to was Backstreet Boys in 2019, and I loved it. Like, I loved the whole atmosphere. The whole
yes, it can't beat the atmosphere. I'll give you that. There's something about watching something in the cinema. Do you know what I mean? Watching something in the cinema and watching it at home, there's a difference.
Exactly.
I probably understand what you're saying there, babe. Yeah.
I was screaming, I was shouting.
Oh Lord. Was your bra and knickers thrown to the stage as well?
No.
Sex toys were.
I think it also depends on the seating. So before that, I would have gone to see. I've gone to see Brandy a couple of times at the O2, and if my seating wasn't what it was, I'm not doing it. I have the King's Row, like where you're quite up high and you're quite close. You can see the features, you can see everything. Like that kind, I like. I don't want to be in the mosh pit with all the rest. Like you would say, and Nick, all the heathens. No. I'm not down there with y'all. But wow, I don't think you can beat.
She got me back in it.
I don't feel like you can beat that kind of a feeling. Okay, so guys, as we're running out of time, New Year Nick, can you let us know about what your thoughts on Love Island at the moment? And
Love Island. Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's a show you get into, isn't it? Your show time. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll try and be quick, people. So let's go by the latest episode, hopefully. Woo! When Faye went in on Teddy. I'm very disappointed, Faye. Apart from your lips being too big for your face, I don't feel like she could have handled that in a more worse way. I understand she was upset, but I also agree with the guys in that she was deflecting from what she might or might not have done. Yeah. But he tried so many times to speak to her on a level of respect, and she just shut him down and completely embarrassed him. Yeah. So I know there's been a lot of complaints, and I haven't seen the updates of the petition. Apparently, people are trying to start for her to be kicked out. Or for Love Island to really be looking at their whole, race inclusion and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that's them too. But yeah, I didn't like that whole situation there.
Can I just put Ofcom? There's been over 5,000 complaints to Ofcom about Friday night's episode. Anyway,
because a lot of people just felt like they were just sitting there for an hour watching Faye lose her rag. That was just it, like for no reason as well. Yeah.
Jake, I think again, Faye, was a bit too harsh with him. I get what she means. Like he was like a little devil on everyone's shoulder, but at the same time, like he said, he didn't force no one to do anything. They were in a place where really and truly they were more or less single. They are more or less single. So yeah, it's annoying for him to say that and still be like, oh, you're my sisters. But he is not no one's controller at the end of the day. I think she went too hard in it on Jake as well, but also for him as well. Like own it, like really and truly own what you said. And it wasn't just him probably, but own what you said. Like you guys are here on an adventure. Just enjoy it. But his thing with his girl, what's her name, Liberty? I really feel for Liberty at the moment because I'm not sure if he really likes her.
You're not the only one that thinks that.
Yeah, I really do feel for her because she just seems like she just genuinely was like, he's telling me one thing, he doesn't want to rip my clothes off. And you do want your guy to say that to you, at least someone who you just met. It's not even like, oh, it's like a year later. This is honeymoon period. This is the time that you're supposed to be going, damn, she's fine. Dang, I want her. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you have all other sexy people around you. So it's a bit, I don't know if he's telling the truth. I think he might be playing a game of just trying to stay in, and she just happens to be the girl that likes him. I don't know, but I'm just like, on that element, I don't really feel him for that. Not so much for the whole thing he said at the other villa. Who else we got? Kaz and Tyler. They're a very interesting couple. I don't think they're suited in many ways. I feel like she might be too fast for him in terms of her intellect. I feel like the next pretty thing to come along, his head will turn.
But I think he'll be scared. I don't think he'll do anything, but he'll be interested. He'll be stupid to do anything.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, he'll be interested, but he still might. I don't know. I don't trust him.
Okay.
I don't trust him. Kaz, I think she's cool. I think she's cool. I think she tried her best with is it Matt that she was kind of seeing before. I feel like she tried her best. But yeah, there's a lot to see in Love Island this year. They've done really well so far. So watch this space, guys, and tune in for the main show, which has all the details. But that's my thing so far. Thank you.
Yeah, just for your fans who want to hear your opinion. Tired of hearing ours all the time. Yeah. There you go. Thanks. We delivered.
Thanks.
Okay, any more show stuff? Anything else you've been watching?
We both, like me and Eve, have been watching Put a Ring on It.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you should.
What's that about?
If you sum that one down.
Okay, it's about, they usually have about 3 couples who have been together for a significant period of time, and they're at the crossroads whether they should get married or not. There's usually one person within the couple who wants to get married, and someone else who's not sure. So basically, the show is hosted by a therapist who kind of helps them break down their issues. But the main part of the show is that each person in the partnership will date other people. And I think
sounds like my kind of pie.
Oh my gosh.
The point of that is just to see, is there something else that someone else can offer you that that your relationship isn't providing, or will you dating other people solidify the fact that you've got the right person? Like
I think I'll probably know that I've got the right person, but I'll still want to go around. I still want to go around a little bit.
So yeah, that's the.
You need to watch the show, Savage.
Wait, is it? Wait, I gotta ask. Is it British or is it American?
American.
Oh, thank God! Yes, I'll watch the show. I can't take another. Well, I don't know. Well, no, I can't do another season of that. I've only taken it from Love Island, and that is it. So yeah, I need proper chat. I need proper talk. Go on.
So
yeah, you should watch it definitely.
Where does it come on?
So it's on Oprah Winfrey's O channel, but I can send you a link because I watch it online. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that.
Cool. So
is that it?
Yeah, watch the show and then we can speak about it.
Okay.
All right, cool. We'll do that.
Right, guys. Well, unfortunately, we've come to the end of another episode. Remember, guys, check us out on Spotify, Podbean, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can email us at freepms.ladies@gmail.com. I'm your girl, Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
I'm Nick.
Bye, guys.
Bye y'all.